Living in the US means you essentially need a car. And the thing about cars is that they sometimes go fast, a little too fast. In fact, 2024 saw a staggering 42 million speeding tickets issued due to people driving over the limit. There is one problem though, not everyone is a professional driver. So instead of a fun time speeding down the road, perhaps you should be playing racing games instead. The most popular of these are Forza, iRacing, and my personal favorite, Assetto Corsa. The reason I play Assetto Corsa over the more popular Forza is because it is simply too unrealistic. I don't play iRacing because I don't want to pay $10 a month just to be banned for misjudging a corner. Recently, there was a new Assetto beta game release called Assetto Corsa Evo, and the response from the community hasn't exactly been great, but I wanted to see if there was a good reason for all the hate. So I decided to compare the game to the other Assetto games, the original, and the unloved middle child that is Competizione. First, looking at Assetto Corsa, it feels very true to life. The force feedback from the wheel is almost always on point, and the cars feel like they have a nice weight to them. But this is overshadowed by the main reason people play Assetto Corsa: drifting. There are some communities that do more grip racing, which is where you try to avoid sliding as much as possible, but 95% of the servers I found were for drifting. On the other hand, Competizione is strictly grip and has a pretty thriving esports and online community. This is overshadowed a bit by how terrible the force feedback is. I had to triple my base settings just to feel any sort of pushback. But besides that, the racing feels pretty realistic, at least to somebody who's never stepped foot in a GT3 car in their life. Evo has no online servers as of recording the script, so there is no community yet, but the promises that they've made for the release of their open world makes me think that the community will be massive in the future. The driving also feels really nice. The force feedback is smooth and accurate and gives you this really fun driving experience. Evo is also the first Assetto game to have license systems for what cars you can own, which is just a feature they stole from Gran Turismo. I think it takes away from the core of Assetto, which is being able to get in any car you want, but the trials for the license are so easy, it doesn't really matter. This is a little hard to judge, because on one hand we have the newest, most advanced game that just came out, and on the other we have a game that came out over 10 years ago. All three games look stunning. Assetto has the most choppy graphics out of all of them, who would have guessed, but in my opinion, Competizione just looks the best. The lighting is really nice and has this very cinematic feel to it, and it makes me feel like I'm watching a real race in my replays. Evo's only real issue is that it just came out and hasn't had the time to be refined yet, and this will hopefully be fixed in time. I mean, they haven't even put out the second patch notes yet. All in all three have really good qualities. A few shortcomings here and there, but is Assetto Corsa Evo any good? In its current state, kind of, but I think that it's going to be a lot better in the future, and then you should play it for yourself.